everyone, now I'd like to explain the error of the sextant. Second error, which is called sight error. The cause of the error is the horizon mirror not perpendicular with the plane of the sextant. If the horizon mirror not perpendicular with the plane of the sextant, sight error will occur. To check the sight error, put the sextant on the zero setting. And hold it vertically and see it to the heavenly body, especially a star. If you see two stars, one is true star and the other is reflected star side by side, your sextant have sight error. So to adjust the sight error, you have the adjustment key. To use the second adjustment screw at the back of the horizon glass, insert the adjustment key and seat it again to the star and adjust until these two stars become coincide. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, now I'd like to explain the index error of the sextant. It is the third error of sextant. Before you adjusting the index error, you have to adjust first error. Remember, it is the error of perpendicularity. Second error is sight error. After adjust these two errors, we still need to adjust this index error of the sextant. The cause of index error is because when sextants have the zero setting, these index mirror and horizon mirror not parallel. If these two mirror is not parallel, you will have an index error. To check the index error, keep the sextant at the zero setting, see it to a heavenly body, especially a star, and if you see true star and reflected star are up and down, if there is a two star up and down, your sextant is having index error. And the other way, you can also see the horizon. Put the sextant at the zero setting, hold it vertically, see it to the horizon. When you see there are two horizon lines, one is true horizon and the other is reflected horizon, up and down, then your sextants have index error. To adjust the index error, use the adjustment key, insert it into the third adjustment screw and hold it and see it to the heavenly body, a star or the horizon, and adjust it until the star or the horizon come coincide. This is how we adjust the index error. But unfortunately, when you adjust the index error, the sight error may come back again, because these second adjustment screw and third adjustment screw are sitting behind the same mirror. So when you have adjusted index error, check again whether you have a sight error or not. So finally, if you can't adjust index error, so adjust the sight error and leave it the index error, because index error we can apply the error in the calculation. Thank you very much. Hi everyone. Now I'd like to explain how to find your index error of the sextant. Because when you adjust the sextant, you can adjust the error of perpendicularity, you can adjust the sight error, and also you can adjust the index error. But you may not be able to adjust the index error fully. So sometimes we need to find the index error in the sextant and apply it in the calculation. So this is how we find the index error. At first, keep the sextant zero setting and see it to the horizon or the star. If your sextant have an index error, you will see two horizons. One is the true horizon and the other is reflective horizon. So okay, now I'm holding the sextant vertically, see it through to the horizon, and I see there are two horizons. One is true horizon and the other is reflected horizon. So I'm turning now the micrometer drum to get both of the horizon in line. So now the horizons are in line. So I can read out the index error on my micrometer drum. There will be two possibilities. One is on the arc and the other is off the arc. Thank you. Now the sextant is at the 0 setting, and in order to find the index error, I am turning the micrometer drum. Okay, now we can see how much is our index error. At first, we will see it here. We can see the index line is in front of the 0 setting. That means we are on the arc. And to exact reading, I will check it on the micrometer drum. I can see 5 minutes. So the index error is now 5 minutes on the arc. And the other way, if I turn like this way, we can see here the index marking is behind of the 0. So we are off the arc. And I check here at the micrometer drum, I see 55. Obviously, I am turning on the other way around. So it is not 55 minutes. You need to subtract it from 60. So 60 minus 55. So now I know that the index error is 5 minutes off the arc. This is how we find the index error on the sextant. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now I'd like to explain the non-adjustable error of the sextant. The sextant has two main categories of error. One is adjustable error and the other is non-adjustable error. This is because of the fault of the manufacturer or design fault. So these errors are not able to adjust by the user. First one, non-adjustable error is graduation error. Graduation error means the graduation on the arc or maybe on the micrometer drum or maybe on the vernier scale. It is wrongly marked. That means that error we cannot adjust. This is called graduation error. The other one, prismatic error. Prismatic error means the sextant is composing so many mirrors. And if the surface of the mirror are not parallel each other, there will be additional reflection in between the mirror. So this error also we cannot adjust. It is called prismatic error. And the other one, shade error. Shade error means the sextant has two types of shade. These shades are used for index mirror and these shades are used for horizon glass. So if these shades are not parallel at the base, it causing additional reflection between the shades and it's causing the error to the sextant, which is called shade error. Again, the other error is worm and rag error. It means here you can see so many small rags, and sextant is frequently used like this or like this again and again. After sometimes your rags become wear down, so the error caused. This error is called worm and rag error. And the other one, centering error. It means if you consider this is a circle, if you consider the arc of the sextant in the circle, this pivot should be the center of curvature. If this pivot point is not the center of curvature of this sextant, your sextant is having centering error. And the last one, collimation error. Collimation error caused because of the axis of your telescope is not parallel with the plane of the sextant. If the axis of the telescope not parallel with the plane of the sextant, you will have a collimation error. These errors are not able to adjust by the user, so it is noted as a non-adjustable error. But in the sextant, you will have the sextant certificate. In this sextant certificate, the non-adjustable errors are normally given as a table. So if your sextant is having non-adjustable error, you can find it on the table and apply it when you take the altitude. Thank you very much. This is the certificate of the sextant. Normally, the sextant certificate includes the name of the vessels and type of sextant, serial number, and any graduations, and type of the telescope, and manufacturer name, date, and the signature of the inspector. And your sextant certificate also includes like this kind of document, which is showing here non-adjustable error. So if your sextant having non-adjustable error, you need to apply it. Thank you very much.